They'll start the drive with Elliott. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Nearly an interception here on its opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll look to throw again. And that nearly an interception here on its opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Back to throw again. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
To Justin Jefferson.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Intended for C.D. Lamb. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They cannot convert. And So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and 9 now. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Kick catch interference. Kicking.
Well, that was pretty up. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw.
He completes it to Olave.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's Olave bringing in another one. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Holding. Offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They're going to look to throw.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got the Vikings leader at quarterback. As he's moved past...
Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And not much room to operate as he'll get...
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And then we were hoping the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
first down.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
That is caught inside the 5.
And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams marching right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
He might be being set up here for a busy ball game. Already 2 kicks here in the first quarter, and he's knocked both through the posts.
And for now...
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
The pass caught by Olave.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Vikings.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. They'll go option to the short side. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he's tossed it away. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll try and throw for it here.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Up the middle, here's Elliott.
And a tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23.
It's a gain of 17. First down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That one complete, Elliott.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. The give is to Elliott. No gain there on the play. That's going to leave them with a 4th down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Looking to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions at their... Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now they're in the hurry up. Back to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. An interception return from...
Well, this was a very close ball game.
With the next pick, the Kansas City Chiefs are now on the clock. Now on the clock, the Rams. It's now the Vikings' turn. On the clock. The Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. And now on the clock, the Minnesota Vikings.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This a quick pass to Davis. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. On second down, Elliott. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Again to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of the first down. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have both bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's going to take this one back to the 30s. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. On third down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
And this one taken in by Olave.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They're able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
only a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Well, that 4th down decision, unconventional but effective. And they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 2nd and 5. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. This is Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. They take a shot downfield there, but it lines up falling incomplete. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Okay, right?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
The pass caught by Olave.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll set up to throw.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 10th carry now for Elliott. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll try and throw for it here.
Got an open man. It's Olave.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. 2nd and 11.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. Back to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Back now on EA Sports at Venerable Soldier Field here in Chicago. Now on EA Sports at Venerable Soldier Field here in Chicago. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as we get right back to it in the 3rd quarter. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. Here we go on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Oh, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Elliott will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
Now Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's the back now on EA Sports at Venerable Soldier Field here in Chicago. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as we get right back to it in the 3rd quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on him.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And
we are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. A dump off to Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Back now on EA Sports at venerable Soldier Field here in Chicago. It's been a tight game throughout, and it remains that way as we pick up the action in the fourth quarter. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, they'll throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That's to his running back. Complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. On the slant, he's got Davis. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. They're going to look to throw. Olave over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Elliott. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Elliott. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Again, it's Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Elliott, and that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Point after try forthcoming. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So now Fields and the Bears down 27-21. A little under 50 seconds to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And now out comes Minnesota. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Completes this to Jefferson. And he's brought down, but great yardage to start the drive. A first down, and it sets him up pretty nicely here moving forward.
He'll look to throw.
And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on first down.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw.
He'll find Gabriel Davis.
And they'll stop it with 4 seconds showing on the clock. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from long, very long range.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Vikings, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they go.
Season.
So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll drop to throw.
Slant pass complete to Olave. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Looking to throw. His throw incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
112 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Back to throw here.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2nd and 6.
Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott.
Touchdown! Ezekiel Elliott. Career touchdown number 136. Tying him with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list.
And the...
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus to it as we come up on a big third down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Minnesota, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be Nothing on the scoreboard. 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
All right, Charles, let me...
Down, Michael Pilardi on to punt.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Fourth.
Here we go.
From the 45 on second down. Garoppolo going back to Allen. He's got him again. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to look deep down the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing route.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll set up to throw.
Right back to Davis. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And Graham on the ground. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. Again, he'll drop to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately...
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
They go play action here on first down.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And Davis with it left side. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson.
His first touchdown of the new season. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Inside give to Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the...
Seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be the last points of the game?
No, what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Vikings, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys...
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 34. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the rate of the football. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Now look at this. They get... Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKinney. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Throwing on second down. Jackson completes it to Watt. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Jackson now.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Tucker able to connect up.
It's a win for the Vikings, and it was thanks in part to the play of their third-year quarterback.
Yeah, I thought this defense just didn't have an answer for him all game long. They tried to change things up, but he was always one step ahead. And he finished with over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdown passes as well.
So for Minnesota, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll drop down to 1-3.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our
Touchdown!
Justin Jefferson.
It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Here we go. Here we go.
2nd and 9 now.
Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Looking deep for Elliott. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw here. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will even our score at 21.
So we're back to even after the short field goal.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touch. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now this throw caught left side. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again.
On the slant, he's got Davis. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And quickly they get to the line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw again. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. Now a play fake here on first down.
He completes it to Olave.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Elliott.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
On the double. Hurry, hurry. Snap, red.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
49 yards on the ground for him so far.
2nd and 4.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Elliott.
Now a timeout as they tend to the injured player. And not the man they would want to see. That's Chris Olave getting medical attention.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now a dump off here complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And bringing it in, it's Davis. Well, the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in seconds. Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
On the set.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. 2nd and 5.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The Vikings are the perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
He's got the connection to Moore. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Chris Olave,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first throw of the game, but I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. On now the former Vol, Michael Pilardi. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always...
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. And Graham on the ground.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they run a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused. And here, and gets it intercepted.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. That's out quickly to London. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Out of the gun now on third down.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They go play action here on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a turned into 6 points.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season,
But this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far and second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Stick looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. 1st and 10, Stick. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Stick looking to throw. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Stick back to pass. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Packers are back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Quay Walker.
And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick six against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick six of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick six, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, I can spin this negative ways. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. They'll throw on 2nd down as Stick.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Now Stick. He'll get... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Charles, he lost.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Loss of 10 as as multiple defenders get to it.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Buying time to his left.
Got his man. It's London.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try to run this one in.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here? And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Easton Stick as the first half is winding down.
And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Vikings by 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. And now here is another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. On 2nd and 9. Stick dancing to his left. Touchdown, Packers. Easton Stick, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Vikings 17. Tyler Bass sent to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Ready, set. 43 rounds.
They're going to try and throw.